Today is Monday, May 18th. Welcome to Big Book Daily. My name is Rob. I am an alcoholic. It is a thrill, honor, and joy to be here with you today as we journey through the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous and the 12 Steps and 12 Traditions. Today out of the Big Book, we are on Chapter 9, The Family Afterward. We'll read page 123. Out of the 12 and 12, we're on Tradition 4. We're beginning that today, I believe. We're on 146. And of course, we'll read the 24 hours a day and daily reflection. So that, hope y'all are doing well this morning, my friends. Life is good over here. Recording this one in the evening because Game 2, Flyers and Penguins, can't wait. That's on here in about an hour. So I figured I'd go ahead and record ahead of time, and I'm probably going to stay up a little late. I've got caffeine in hand. Yes, I've got to work tomorrow, but you know what? It's a one day at a time program, so I don't have to worry about tomorrow, right? So with that, let's go ahead and get to the good stuff. Out of the Big Book, we are on Chapter 9, The Family Afterward. We will read page 123. And we're going to talk about some scenarios where, early on in recovery, what will the family be expecting? Well, let's find out. We're on page 123. There will be alluring shortcuts and bypaths down which they may wander and lose their way. Suppose we tell you of some of the obstacles a family will meet. Suppose we suggest how they may be avoided, even converted to good use for others. The family of an alcoholic longs for the return of happiness and security. They remember when father was romantic, thoughtful, and successful. Today's life is measured against that of other years, and when it falls short, the family may be unhappy. Family confidence in dad is rising high. The good old days will soon be back, they think. Sometimes they demand that dad bring them back instantly. God, they believe, almost owes this recompense on a long overdue account. But the head of the house has spent years in pulling down the structures of business, romance, friendship, health. These things are now ruined or damaged. It will take time to clear away the wreck. Though old buildings will eventually be replaced by finer ones, the new structures will take years to complete. Father knows he is to blame. It may take him many seasons of hard work to be restored financially, but he shouldn't be reproached. Perhaps he'll never have much money again. But the wise family will admire him for what he is trying to be, rather than for what he is trying to get. Now and then, the family will be plagued by specters from the past. For the drinking career of almost every alcoholic has been marked by escapades, funny, humiliating, shameful, or tragic. The first impulse will be to bury these skeletons in a dark closet and padlock the door. The family may be possessed by the idea that future happiness can be based only upon forgetfulness of the past. We think that such a view is self-centered and in direct conflict with the new way of living. At the 12 and 12 are on Tradition 4. Each group should be autonomous except in matters affecting other groups, or AA as a whole. Autonomy is a $10 word. But in relation to us, it means very simply that every AA group can manage its affairs exactly as it pleases, except when AA as a whole is threatened. Comes now the same question raised in Tradition 1. Isn't such liberty foolishly dangerous? Over the years, every conceivable deviation from our 12 steps and traditions has been tried. That was sure to be, since we are so largely a band of ego-driven individualists. Children of chaos, we have defiantly played with every brand of fire, only to emerge unharmed and, we think, wiser. These very deviations created a vast process of trial and error which, under the grace of God, has brought us to where we stand today. When AA's traditions were first published in 1946, we had become sure that an AA group could stand almost any amount of battering. We saw that the group, exactly like the individual, must eventually conform to whatever tested principles would guarantee survival. we had discovered that there was perfect safety in the process of trial and error. So confident of this had we become that the original statement of AA tradition carried this significant sentence: any 2 or 3 alcoholics gathered together for sobriety may call themselves an AA group, provided that as a group they have no other affiliation. "24 hours a day, May 18th. AA thought for the day. We are in AA for 2 main reasons: to keep sober ourselves and to help others keep sober. It's a well-known fact that helping others is a big part of keeping sober yourself. It's also been proved that it's very hard to keep sober all by yourself. A lot of people have tried it and failed. They come to a few AA meetings and then stay sober alone for a few months, but usually they eventually get drunk. Do I know that I can't stay sober successfully alone?" Meditation for the day. Look by faith into that place beyond space or time, where God dwells and whence you came, and to which you shall eventually return. Look unto Him and be saved. To look beyond material things is within the power of everyone's imagination. Faith's look saves you from despair. Faith's look saves you from worry and care. Faith's look brings a peace beyond all understanding. Faith's look brings you all the strength that you need. Faith's look gives you a new and vital power and a wonderful peace and serenity. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may have faith's look. I pray that by faith I may look beyond the now to eternal life. Daily Reflection, May 18th. Freedom to be me. If we are painstaking about this phase of our development, we will be amazed before we are halfway through. We are going to know a new freedom and a new happiness. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 83. My first true freedom is the freedom not to have to take a drink today. If I truly want it, I will work the 12 steps, and the happiness of this freedom will come to me through the steps, sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly. Other freedoms will follow, and inventorying them is a new happiness. I had a new freedom today, the freedom to be me. I have the freedom to be the best me that I have ever been. All right, my friends, that concludes today's reading. Some beautiful stuff. You know, I heard this from another podcast that I absolutely love, but it's the line, "Personal excellence is the ultimate rebellion." You know, a dear friend of mine, Henry, I think he said this one time. He said, "What's more punk rock than being sober?" That's pretty cool because, I mean, you know, it's almost counterculture to do these steps, right? Because we're being rigorously honest instead of blending in. I love that. Rigorously honest with ourselves especially, and going up to people face to face and admitting our faults, forgetting what they've done. That takes a lot of guts. And I think that's beautiful stuff. And, you know, going back to the 24 hours a day real quick. Well, actually, going back to the big book real quick, you know, talking about how it takes time to repair these things. And sometimes because, well, Dad stopped drinking, everything's going to be back to the way things were years ago, or, you know, better than ever. And while there will be progress, sometimes the progress is slow. Sometimes it's quickly, sometimes slowly, right? But if Dad's in earnest, if we're in earnest, we will want to try to make things right. But old habits die hard, man. I still have some things that God removed from me pretty quickly, but there's been other things that I have easily picked right back up. it's a tug of war, right? I have to eventually give it back over to my higher power, or it could destroy me. One of the 7 deadly sins, whatever it might be. Just a symptom of my selfishness and self-centeredness, And then finally, talking about helping one another in the 24 hours a day. You know what it reminds me of? If you don't mind, just humor me on this one. There is a story I heard one time about this lady who was rescuing a starfish. So if you don't mind, I just pulled it up a second ago because I remembered how it went, but I didn't want to botch it, right, by my own crappy retelling. So here it is. An old man was walking on the beach one morning after a storm. In the distance, he could see someone moving like a dancer. As he came closer, he saw that it was a young woman picking up a starfish and gently throwing them into the ocean. "Young lady, why are you throwing starfish into the ocean?" "The sun's up, and the tide's going out, and if I don't throw them in, they'll die," she said. "But young lady, do you not realize that there are many miles of beach and thousands of starfish? You can't possibly make a difference." The young woman listened politely, then bent down, picked up another starfish, and threw it into the sea. It made a difference for that one. And that's where the story ends. And I love that, I think I might have given it away one time before, but I'm a teacher. And I didn't know this. Maybe it was partly good intention, partly ego driven, but I think when I was in college, I wanted to save the world. I wanted to be Mr. Keating from Dead Poet Society and just teach with my hair on fire and everything like that. Those were my expectations I had. So fast forward 17 some years later, kind of goes with the daily reflection. I found out very quickly that I'm not Mr. Keating, but I'm Rob. I'm me. And that's okay. There's only one me out there. I'll do the best that I can. Not to be the best, but to be my best. And also, I don't have to save the world. My sponsor taught me this simple prayer that I pray every day right before I open my car door in the school parking lot. God, please help me help one. If I can help one today, that's a pretty good day. Same thing with our alcoholism, right? If we can help one today, we're doing service work, which in turn helps us. Go figure, right? Beautiful stuff. But that's all we have time for today, my friends. If you are sober, I hope you know that you're a miracle. And those who love you are very proud of you, and you're giving a great gift to everyone around you. And you have a unique superpower to help the next suffering alcoholic. And if you are not sober today, I want you to know that you're a miracle as well, and that you're worthy of recovery. I just pray that you have the honesty, open-mindedness, and willingness to get the help that you need today. And you don't have to do it alone. We've got your back. We care about you. And we're here for you. So I just pray again that you'd get the help that you need today. And as always, I don't speak on behalf of AA, Al-Anon, any other sect, NA. I am just a joyful drunk in this lifeboat of recovery. Honored to be here today. And also would love to pass on your experience, strength, and hope on the podcast. If you ever want to send us an email, the email is bigbookdaily@gmail.com. And we're really fancy these days. Let me pull up the number because I should know it by now, but I don't. Big Book Daily has a Google voicemail where you can leave your experience, strength, and hope or your thoughts on today's reading. I'd love to share it on the show. So the number is 865-309-5486. And you can leave a voicemail and I'd be honored to edit it into the show. But with that, my friends, I hope you all have a great one. And if we are given another set of 24 hours, I sincerely look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow. Go Flyers!